African vent time. So I'm chilling in my bed, right? These guys knock on my door and they tell me in Francais that they have to knock down my balcony and put up a new one. In my mind, I forgot. I forgot that I'm in Africa. That means that there's a huge chance that balcony is not going to be put back up today. Even though, don't get it twisted now, Africans will build some shit overnight, okay? But also, when it comes to building things, there's times that it can take longer than what's expected or what's said. And I kind of just let them do it because I know my landlord. And I was just like, okay, obviously he sent them, so it's just going to get done, and then that's just going to be it. And then I asked them when were they going to start, and they told me tomorrow. Then I go out there, and they're banging on the goddamn thing. They done took the balcony piece off. So now the area where my youngest child plays every single day, that's where all his toys are. That's his running space. I have a little plot of grass out there for them to play with. So now he can't do that. And I might be leaving soon for a couple of days. And I am going to be under extreme anxiety if there is a big ass piece missing on my balcony and my son decides to not listen to the rules of the house that I have to now place, and he goes out on the balcony. So I have my homeboy call my landlord, and I'm like, tell him, what the fuck? Ask him, why did they just come here out the blue and just take off this big ass piece off my balcony, and when are they going to fix it? Because the guys were telling me they didn't know. And I'm like, okay, this is when you gotta be calm. You can't be panicking and shit. You can't be, you're just like, what the fuck? You want to be like, what the fuck? But I'm like, okay, I don't know what it's going to be. Let me just figure this thing out. They're telling me they don't even know when they're going to put a new one up. They just going to take off the whole the balcony is huge. If you ever see my balcony, it's a huge wraparound balcony. I'm like, what? So my homeboy calls the landlord, and the landlord tells him that it's going to take more than a week. More than a week for Africans could be a little more than a week, or it could be like a month. It could be like 3 weeks. So I'm like, no. I will literally have to change all of my plans because I refuse to leave my home, and there is a possible time that my child can go off the balcony. I don't even want to go get groceries right now because I'm afraid of him not listening and him just being too curious and that happening. And the landlord is like, tell her this is for her safety. I'm doing it so that the balcony doesn't get too old and her children will be safe. I feel you. I feel that. But how safe do you think it is for an open balcony to be there for 3-4 weeks? Where's the safety at? That's not safe. So he's like, what does she want? What does she want? I'm like, you're gonna have to put the balcony back. And now I'm gonna be paranoid because I don't even know if y'all gonna put it back right. But it's either I switch all my plans and don't do what I'm supposed to do. I don't even go to this meeting that I have to do that's like an hour away. Because I don't want any type of worries. I don't like fear. I don't like worry. And that is a reason to be afraid. So I'm just like, either I switch all my plans for this month or y'all put it back. And then I have to pray. I got to go out there and shake the goddamn balcony to make sure that you actually are going to put it back in the right way. My fault is that I shouldn't even have allowed them to start. Because I always am like, okay, what did I do in this situation? What could I have done to make the situation different? And I could have not allowed them to start. Even though they did tell me they was going to start tomorrow and they just started banging on it. I heard them banging on it for a while and I was like, okay, they must be doing it. And I just went out there to like not really thinking too much about, like it wasn't until I came out there and asked them when they was going to fix it. And they was like, that I was like, oh shit. So what I should have done is I should have monitored them more, and I should have called right away to see. I should have had my friend call the landlord or text the landlord right away and asked him when this was going to take place. So, yeah, I'm just like, I just wanted to share that because these are the kind of things that y'all going to deal with. Y'all going to deal with these random kind of situations if you're moving here. It just is what it is. Africa's still better than America. I'm still not leaving, okay? I'd still rather be here. But it's just no cap situations that you'll deal with. And, you know, as you go, as you experience, then you learn how to handle them differently. So, yeah, hopefully they can come back. The landlord is like, he's busy now, so he can't call them to tell them to come back. These niggas just bonked out. I don't know where they at. So, yeah, I'm about to try to go around my neighborhood and see if I can find them so they can just come back, because that means that it could be another 2 days before they even put that back in. And then he said that when I get back and when I'm here and I'm just settled back sometime next week, then they'll come back and, you know, dig it all out. But at least I can be there to monitor, you know, my kids, right? I'm like, what the fuck? So, yeah, that's that. No cap. Look, repat no cap. I just so happen to have the shirt on. Repat no cap. Living in Africa.
I see you in the moonlight dancing, yeah. Only need one chance, girl, right here. One night stand, please don't have fear.